That seems smart.
The other ones swim very swiftly downstream. And they seem to be going much, much deeper than you feel comfortable going at the moment. How comfortable does Mahogany feel as going? How deep is he willing to go in terms of where you can see the light above?
Mahogany feels pretty good at, like, remember in 4E, you remember points of light? As long as he can see any light, he figures he's following the rules.
He's fine. What if he goes so deep he starts seeing other strange lights below him? Does that wig him out?
He's like, well, that's pretty rad, and maybe I'll check that out after the fight.
And Mahogany was never heard from again. That is going to bring us to Mahogany's turn, though.
And Mahogany is going to once again dolphin splash out of this pool. Point at this guy. So
okay.
5 DCs.
Right. And your spell save DC is like 6, right?
15.
It's really low. Ooh, that one didn't count. That was a D12. Don't make a saving throw with a D12.
I mean, you feel free, actually.
5 failures.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
You don't like to see that.
You're going to look at 30 lightning damage.
All right. So go ahead and just... Which 5 guys have been destroyed?
And I write down too, and at the one dolphin right next to me, I go 10. And then I swim and move away, because why stay in the hell?
Gargoyles. So, Nath, standing inside your little purple square there, what exactly can they see? You're standing inside that big wall of fog?
It's obscured, so they heavily obscured, and also it's doubly obscured because there's also a stinking cloud.
Okay.
So, my understanding of the obscured rules, so I was just double checking if they basically can't see anything if they don't have a non-sight way to
What's my fly speed? Wizard man?
From the spell?
Yeah.
60, I think, but I'll check in a second. I'm looking up the obscured
60's
rules.
fine.
I'll look at
either.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, 60.
Thank you.
So you're not invisible while you're standing in concealment or in obscurement, though, correct?
Right.
Nath, from your position, these gargoyles are starting to get uncomfortably close. These ones on the left seem to be continuing to swoop in across the river. These 4 here are coming and checking out this wall of fog, staying outside of it, but trying to ascertain its danger. Whereas these 3 look like they're about to swoop in and start engaging combatants. These ones here are trying to figure out what's going on with this fog. And it's your turn, conveniently enough. What terrible thing happens to my gargoyles?
1 second.
Oh yeah, it is 16. My DC.
So, the ones on the left, are they still in the air, or they have come down to the ground level?
Nobody's come down and landed. They're all still flying.
Beautiful.
But they're trying to figure out how dangerous this weird wall of fog is, basically.
They should be worried about that. I'm going to hit these 5 with a prismatic spray.
You can get all of those guys with prismatic spray?
Yep.
Okay, so what am I doing here?
If they're in the air. I mean, if they're on the ground, it would be a little bit harder, but they all get dex saves.
Nice.
And then I get to roll a bunch of d8s.
Oh, I love D8s.
Because I haven't seen this spell in a long time. I just want to make sure it's going to work in Elysium with no problem. So they all get dex saves, you say?
Yep, AC 18.
They're bad at these.
It's not their jam.
Well, for what it's worth, they're probably immune to one of the effects, which is petrification, but...
I've got a 19, which passes, but I think the rest fails.
Okay. So the first one...
I'll let you pick which one.
I'm just going to go away from me.
Okay.
Number 7 blinded wisdom saving throw at the start of its next turn. On a success, it saves. If it fails, it's teleported to another plane of existence.
Okay. So
Second one?
B for blinded.
So 1, 10d6 fire damage. Third one?
Go ahead and roll that fire damage.
Well, let me get all the effects out. Third one is a 6. Restrained, and this is where it would be petrified if it fails 3 saves.
Okay, well, it can't be petrified, but it can be restrained, which means...
So it's restrained, save ends.
It doesn't have movement, which means it falls into the water.
Next one is another 10d6 fire damage.
Okay.
And the last one...
Restrained.
Another restrained.
Okay, so...
Save ends.
This one just disappears into the water. And I think chances of it actually coming back are very, very slim. So we'll just go ahead and remove him. This one crashes down onto this cliff ledge here and is restrained. So they repeat that save on their next turn.
They try and get 3 successes before 3 failures.
But if they get 3 failures, nothing happens because they can't be petrified.
Because they'd normally be turned to stone, yeah.
Okay. Let me actually read that effect real quick.
Turn to stone is just like lol.
I just need to determine real quick whether or not being immune to petrification means they're also immune to being restrained in this way.
Yep. That's fine.
Makes sense.
There's really no good place to roll these dice anymore.
The fuck was that?
It says it's not subjected to the petrified condition until after it fails 3 saves, so I don't see any reason it can't just be restrained. Go ahead and roll your fire damage, and I'll apply that.
They take 31 fire damage.
31 fire damage. Fortunately, they have slightly more hit points than that.
That's the end of Nath's turn. God damn dice. Put them down. Nice.
You can't do that. You'd wish, but
there.
Alright, so that third gargoyle's... If he's not dead, it's like the...
He's on another plane.
If the ocean doesn't kill him, then the dolphinals probably will. So how does that prismatic spray manifest itself inside of your invisible wall? Like, does it turn colors, or do they not see the spray until it leaves that area of concealment?
They probably wouldn't be able to see it. I mean, so the way I've always pictured prismatic spray is that there are 7 distinct beams, so I'm assuming that the fire will burn through the concealment for a second, and all the others will just emerge from it.
Okay. What I'm hearing, though, is that these 4 guys converging on you now have at least a focal point to start stabbing you.
Sure. Welcome to the stinking cloud, buddies.
And you're staying put in that location?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, actually, I have 5 feet of movement left. Let me throw them off a little bit. There we go.
2 rounds until Riot.
Okay. Riot's going to move it a little bit further downstream.
Okay.
To about here.
Just to simplify things, count these like dark rocky areas as difficult terrain, because that's stuff that you've got to climb down. Or jump down if you want. You could probably safely jump into the water from there.
Yeah, I figured like going down would be okay, but going up is harder.
Okay. In that case, if you're jumping down, count it as 5 feet of movement jumping down.
Okay.
Because all you got to do is drop.
Let me see 1 second real quick.
It's faster, but it might also be more dangerous in some areas. Unless you're Liberation and can ignore falling damage.
Right. Yeah, we're real good. Okay. You see this dot I'm marking right here?
Yes.
Let's draw a circle.
First you draw a circle.
First you draw a circle. Then you kill some guys.
Is
casting
this
Maelstrom.
Clawfish?
Maelstrom.
Oh, Maelstrom, nice.
So 1, 2. This is the dex save?
I believe it's a strength save, actually.
Strength save.
That sucks, man.
I'm just checking the spell in the app here. Strength save or take a bunch of damage and get drawn in towards the center. So, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Trying
5,
to show
6.
up, but he's just like, oh, actually, never mind.
I own just enough d20s to make all this saves at once here.
Yes.
What's my spell save DC?
You're looking for a 19.
A 19. I have 1 pass.
I roll 166.
Nice roll.
So all except for that one guy takes 29 damage.
Okay. So which of these men is still alive at the end of this?
This dude.
He's alive.
It's
Let me shrink him down.
To the center.
So there's 3, 4, 8, 10. Keeping track for experience purposes. All right. So this circle is essentially just a shithole now.
Yeah. It's a maelstrom of death.
Now, is Riot... is it your goal at, like, Mahogany to fire this off and dive down beneath the water, or are you staying at the surface of the water?
I'm staying at surface. I don't think I have any movement left after all that jumping down.
Okay. The difference, to be clear, is if you're at the surface, you don't get any concealment from the water, which means all these guys can fire at you.
Yeah, understood. And that's why I've got Mirror Image up.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if we can take care of that. That's going to bring us to my snipers right now.
So I should actually probably put my concentration under Mahogany.
Kelian is hidden. Mahogany's underwater. So these first two guys will attack Anaye, or whatever his name was. That's 1 hit.
Was.
Okay. These middle 2 guys will attack Riot. Wow, 2 1s. We'll just go ahead and ignore those. Those can go away. Riot, I've got a 24 and an 18. Do those both hit?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and roll those against your mirror image and see if they hit you with mirror image.
Let me look at the word in mirror image again. It's looks like one of them actually hits me, so that's one that get knocked out.
6 points of piercing damage from the one that hits you, and then one of your images blinks away.
Yeah, and I reflected that up here.
And the other 2 are going to try to hit Nath, having seen that.
I guess I better roll for my thing, huh?
Your concentration? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have any more orcs willingly march into Maelstrom, but it might be fun to just keep flushing that guy around after round. That poor bastard.
So after a couple of cross references, they're attacking something they can't see, so they have disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
If they're in the concealment, they have they're blinded, basically.
Not only that, but they have to pick a square, essentially, first.
Things are tough.
Yeah. Oop, didn't mean to drop that just now. Alright, so 2 misses, 3 misses, 4 misses. Nath, from your position, arrows are just raining down around you. It's clear they have no idea where you are, but they're firing in your general area. And
These are the bird assassins?
Yeah, these are these guys back here, keeping up this firing line. If you stay in that position, sooner or later, you're going to start eating shafts of arrows.
Yeah, obviously.
And that is
Got a lot of guards and wards to work with, though.
Kelian, you're up.
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay, how you doing? Can I... I want to shoot this guy right off the cliff.
Which guy? The gargoyle?
That guy right there.
So your goal is to hit him with such force that he falls over off the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
He's
is
currently also slowly ossifying. Not that you can tell one is a gargoyle.
And you get advantage on restrained targets, right?
Yeah. That's why it's important.
that is a 26.
26.
Yes.
You can either impose damage or you can knock him off, but you can't do both.
Oh man. He's a. Let's knock him off
Knock him off? Okay.
because that amuses me more.
And you just hear the crash as he hits the rocks below. I'll put a new R down. And let's impose some falling damage.
Probably way less than the sneak attack, but
A little bit more and you get him in the river. He can't swim right now.
I don't think gargoyles can't swim anyway. Kelian,
Yes.
roll some percentage dice.
Don't roll 100. That's no good.
About a 47.
A 47. All right, let me impose falling damage first. Falling damage was not very much, but that's okay. All right, that's going to bring us to... Are you staying put in your hidey hole there?
I'm gonna have to move again, aren't I?
If you want to hide, yes.
I'm not hiding this turn because I can't make it.
Okay.
So I'll just.
You can hide on your turn.
You're just going to climb in there.
Yeah. Our goal really should be to use all the dice in all the bags. Put them all out on the table.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Some of these guys are trying to swim out of the range of where these lightning strikes are threatening to hit.
Yeah, and I got some bad news for them next turn.
This guy, he has to make a saving throw against Maelstrom, correct? On his turn?
Yeah, he does. Oh, no, actually, I did it slightly wrong, so we'll see if he does it on my turn. Because what's supposed to happen is
I see what we
is
did.
I cast it, and then at the start of their turn, then that's when the damage happens. But we did it slightly wrong.
That's true. Okay. So he can move this turn, but there's no way he can get out of the range of the Maelstrom.
Right.
Well, actually, maybe he can. I don't know if that's still
Is it
inside your
difficult
circle
terrain?
or not. Oh, yeah, you know what? It is. You're right.
It is, yes.
Good call.
Right.
So, no, he's going to get flushed again. And that's going to bring us to Precipice Snipers. Who are they going for now?
What's the B stand for?
Blinded, he'll get banished to another plane if he doesn't save at the start of his turn.
Okay.
Bitchin', that guy's rat.
But let's go after these approaching gargoyles.
Okay.
All right. Gonna need y'all to roll better this time, guys. Oh, all right. There we go. That is a 6, a 10, a 14, a 15, and a 17.
And they're attacking gargoyles, so 14, 15, and 17, you got 3 hits to play with.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Roll their damage, 1d8 plus 1.
1d plus 1. Ugh. That's... Everything is terrible.
That's poop.
6, 2, and 2.
And they're holding the line there?
Yep. Be right back.
Riot and Mahogany watching from the river. This whip of water comes flying out of the river, lashing out at this gargoyle who's swooping in towards where Riot is, and misses, but only narrowly. Startles this gargoyle.
That doesn't count.
What does it count? Mahogany, you're up.
He doesn't get to add 1. So I'm gonna pop up.
Yep.
And I'm gonna float over this little narrow shit here and pop off at this square right here. So these two need to make a reflex save while in the water, which I imagine is shitty.
It's no different than otherwise.
Yeah, but it's like really emotionally damaging, right?
I've got a 10 and an 18. I'm assuming the 18 passes?
18 passes, 10 fails.
All right.
By the way, I realized that that wasn't an automatically updating field. I do, in fact, have a 16 DC. Oh, that's 46, though. So even the one that succeeded is going to take 23.
So go ahead and kill one. Just move him away, and I'll delete him.
He's gone.
And this is his friend here who's taken severe lightning damage. Which, you're right, is emotionally devastating.
Yeah.
Are you ending your turn in the air or diving back down into the water?
Oh, very much diving back down because I have 90 feet of movement while I'm in the water. So I'm going to move over here. I like here.
Okay. And the Birdman captain who's standing here, who is expecting to receive these goblinoids climbing up the cliff, he looks incredibly impressed at your prowess so far. That's going to bring us to
easy.
Gargoyles. Let's go ahead and make...
Yep, this guy gets a start a turn save.
He fails.
He's on his home plane.
And the restrained guy also fails. So he continues to be restrained. And this guy... How long does he blip away for?
That's it.
He's
gone.
He's gone?
He got hit by the purple beam on a prismatic spray. Yeah, he's
gone.
He's banished.
So the B stood for both blind and banished?
Yep.
Blanished.
Blanished. But what if their home plane is Elysium? Where does he go then?
Then they would go to a different plane. If they're on their home plane, they go to DM's choice.
Holy shit, that's a big... Sorry, there's like an insect outside my window.
Okay, that's terrible.
It was really big, and it was flying.
Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
Listen, I got a while until my turn. Ask me then.
Nath, you're about to have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens when these guys enter the range of this cloud?
They make saving throws against the stinking cloud.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and... I'm going to make those
DC
saves
18
first.
con save. Yep.
Con save, they could probably make this.
I'm back.
No, actually none of them made it.
They spend their action retching.
So that's what happens when...
Still movement, but their entire turn is spent vomiting.
Okay. Once they're inside the range of the fog, are they able to see you then, or are you still concealed?
Nope, they can. I mean, it's concealment. It's just fog. It's not like a wall. It's actually just filled with fog.
Okay. So safe to say at this point, then they can surround you.
Oh yeah.
But they don't have an action, so they just vomit all over you. And I don't even want to think about what gargoyle vomit is like. I imagine you're getting peppered with like gravel and dust.
It's sandy, yeah.
It's gonna bring us to Nath.
All right. They can take their blind AOs.
And they all will. What's your AC? Oh, this one might actually hit you.
Tell you the truth, it doesn't often come up. 15.
15. He actually does hit you.
I'll make him roll. Oh, he already has disadvantage, right?
Yeah, he's already at disadvantage.
Sure.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Put that in the ward. And then Nath retreats up the stairway a little bit, pulls a snakeskin glove out of his spell component pouch, and casts Big B's hand. Do you have a token I can use for the hand?
I probably have a literal actual hand, but now I'm sad that I don't.
Get that like Final
there's-
Fantasy 11 cursor.
Here, I'll give you like a little chess pawn.
Beautiful.
We'll shrink him down. There you
Well,
go.
it's a big hand.
There's got to be a hand in the tabletop workshop.
So let's go ahead and use... What's the... When I cast it, I can choose any of these, so that won't be... Sorry, I had to switch back to Prismatic to double check it.
Big B's rad thumbs up.
That's the Big B cantrip. Let's go ahead and use Forceful Hand on this one. So that's the
you're
one that got hit by the fire beam, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Clenched Fist. So melee spell attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
I shoot from again.
I can understand why you thought it would be forceful, given that it does force damage.
Oh, it is. Yeah. There's multiple modes. One of them is Forceful Hand.
Oh, I know. I've got it open in D&D Beyond, where it is listed as Arcane Hand, Big B being incredibly copyrighted.
You also couldn't call it Master Hand, then you're just going into copyrights from a different direction.
So it'll hit an armor class of 15.
That's good. Don't roll any
Okay.
lower than that on the next fist, but go ahead and do the damage.
Deals 16 force damage. And it moves to here.
It deals 48 force damage.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Oh, it did? Okay.
16. Yeah.
All right. He is definitively bloodied at this point.
And then use the rest of my movement. Let's see them find me.
Later, assholes.
That's the end of Nath's turn.
One round until Riot. You have a turn now.
Yeah, I think this guy has to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. He fails miserably. A 6 isn't going to do it.
Yeah, let's roll this 66 damage on him.
Oh, this poor bastard.
There we go. 26.
26. Good news.
Yeah.
He's dead now.
He's very dead.
That was... Years from now, we will tell the story about how we used the Maelstrom spell to kill one goblin.
Right, kind of forgot it was there, to be honest. This gargoyle here, has he taken damage already? Was this guy hit with the fire blast?
He has taken some damage. He's actually bloodied. But he's currently engaged in a melee with the captain.
Yeah.
And he would be getting his ass punked by Liberation if he was here this week.
Yeah. I'm already on the surface, so I'll just go ahead and send a Produce Flame his way.
Produce Flame? Okay.
Yeah. Let me make that attack. Yeah, that'll hit. 28 hits. What's my Produce Flame at right now? 3d8s. Hey, nice. He'll take 18 fire damage.
18. And you blast a big chunk of the gargoyle away. And then where are you positioning yourself again to the turn?
So I haven't moved yet. How much movement do I need to use to submerge? Like 5?
5 per 5 feet. You use your swim speed
Okay,
instead
yeah.
of your walk speed.
Right. I have 40 swim speed, so I'll submerge 10 feet
Okay.
and then keep going down the river.
Then ending there.
Yep.
Ending your turn in the current this strong is a bad idea, so you're going to get swept off the map. That's actually not true at all. I'm not worried about the current right now.
No.
He's going to get swept.
I was just waiting for you to say that wasn't true. It wasn't even a good lie.
All right, Birdman snipers. Who are they firing at now?
That's you.
Yeah, you're
that is me.
snipers.
You're right.
You're Birdman sniper.
I got
no, actually, Birdman snipers are firing at each other.
They're firing each other. They're
really
confused at this
confused now.
point.
Oh, they could be. Do we want them to be confused?
I mean, it could shoot where Nath was and maybe hit a gargoyle.
That will happen. Don't worry. Riot, I actually have to roll to hit you once. Does a 15 hit?
Does my AC improve with cover, or how does that
I
work?
factor that into the roll.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right.
Let me roll a little bit here and see if that hits one of my School of Riots. I think it will. Let me check to be sure. Oops. Somehow I deleted all of their image.
Good job.
Yeah. It was on my character sheet, then it wasn't. Yes, that works. So that I now have two mirror images.
Okay. And see if we hit Nath or one of these gargoyles.
Oh,
Nath.
they could hit the hand too. It's AC 20.
Oh, okay. Let me remake that roll then, factoring that in. Nath, once again, shafts of arrows are just peppering the general area, but mostly down south from you. You don't think
Yep.
any of the gargoyles got hit, but it's pretty clear that these birdmen are aiming at where you were and not where you are. Kelian, you're up.
Hello. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Which guy?
No.
This guy. Okay.
This guy.
He's
He's
very
not
close to
hiding.
dead.
He's not hiding, but
No.
he is next to an ally.
He's within 5 feet of an ally.
So I'll take what I can get. Ah!
Uh-oh.
He still might hit.
Do I burn a lucky? I gotta save it for bigger, badder things. That is a 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh. Kelian's gonna hide and cry in his corner.
Okay.
All that money
You've-
weighing heavily on Kilian's mind.
You have to move to a new spot to hide, though.
Even though I wasn't hiding before?
Yeah, even though you're not hiding, you're still there. He knows where the shot came from.
That's the reason, not because you were there before.
Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna argue about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Boop.
Are you hiding there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that check.
Good check.
That is a 16.
16? And that's going to bring us to
18.
oh, my goblins. Oh, they're almost within fighting range of somebody. Oh, these guys are out of lightning range now.
You guys have no idea how hard it is to not just make another call lightning only on those goblins. Just out of spite. There they go. Now they're being smart.
It's just not as satisfying when you only hear the first part of the sneeze. Like, I feel like we got that sneeze buildup and no payoff.
This is kind of like Smash Mouth. Some.
Exactly like that, yes. I still have one more down here. He's hiding.
Oh wait, those two
Where is
guys.
he gonna go?
He's just gonna leave. He's just like,
If he holds really still, it'll all pass.
We'll see if Mahogany calls lightning on him. I'm gonna dare Mahogany to call lightning on the goblin.
oh no, because those two up there think they're out, and they are very much not.
That's gonna bring us to Precipice Snipers. Who are you firing at this round?
Well, this gargoyle pissed me off, so
All of
I'm
them,
highly tempted.
all of them at the same gargoyle?
Out of spite, yeah.
Um,
Do it.
can they see these gargoyles, or
Oh,
there is there
No.
they're inside that fog.
Yeah, so they're gonna shoot at things they can see. Be
Okay.
this dude and potentially this dude.
Okay, go ahead and
So,
roll many d20s.
Many M's.
and by many you mean 5. Oh, roll off this. 3, 9, 12, 13, 18.
This 18 will hit a gargoyle.
Okay, it's gonna hit this one because fuck that guy.
Don't need to do a lot of damage. D8 plus 1.
4. All right.
He only had 2 hit points left. But that means that sniper gets all the experience for that gargoyle.
We just come up after him next time, and he just has these buff bird arms.
He's holding 2 bows now. There's actually
So my
rules for that. And, like, there's a type of Modron that always fights holding 2 bows because they have 4 arms. And you're holding the firing
creepy.
line up there?
Yep.
All right.
So if we go and kill that Birdman sniper later, do we, by the transit property, do we also get that experience back?
Experience is not transitive.
If we take
Mahogany,
our
you're
help.
up.
Alright. These
Actually-
two guys are looking.
Belay that. I forgot I had a gargoyle down here on the reef.
Get him.
Once again, you see this lash of water come out. Actually, I get to roll that at advantage, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this time, snares his gargoyle and drags him into the water.
It's good. We're in a good spot for the countdown.
Now Mahogany can take a turn.
Alright, these two guys are looking very smug, thinking they're free. So I'm gonna hit this square,
All right.
which will hit both of them.
And I'm not even going to bother rolling the saving throw.
No, because they are already very damaged.
Very, very damaged.
And then I
usually
pop
when
back
have-
into the river, and as I pass by this one, I say 16.
Just a little DM hint to make your life easier. When dealing with lots of little minions like that, I don't even track their hit points. I know what their total hit point is, and if you do that much damage, you kill them outright. And if you don't, I just like put a dot next to them, and the next hit will just kill them. That's how you deal with little minions like that. If in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah.
And you're swimming downstream
Yeah.
to here?
Yep.
Is it your intention to like try to stay inside of this waterfall? As
I
it's
mean,
pouring down the rocks?
I can fly,
That's true.
and I am made of water.
That's why I'm saying you can't do it. I'm asking, is that your intention?
That seems rad.
Like when you move to that square, were you thinking this is a waterfall?
I was thinking, man, waterfalls are cool.
There you go. There was a song about it in the 90s. It was pretty good. It's going to bring us to...
I didn't listen to it.
I am quickly running out of gargoyles. So for purposes of threat range, does Big B's hand count? Nath?
Does it have a reaction?
They meet it.
No, they can attack it. It has 20 AC and hit points equal to mine, but it doesn't make AOs or anything. They get to make saving throws for Stinking Cloud.
Okay, we'll do that first. See if they can take an action. One of them passes. The 13's not going to do it, though, so... 2 fails and a pass.
I figure after the first round, they're just dry heaving.
Don't they then have to figure out, like, if they know which direction is which now?
After they go through a passage, there's really like only
okay.
this one that would really count, I think.
Yeah, they don't really have to navigate the
Find the lead.
passages. They're flying.
Yeah, they could just fly up out of it too.
All right, he's going to attack you with disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, the other ones can move. They just can't attack.
Oh yeah. They still have their. They just lose their action.
All right, but only one of them can attack you, but he can attack you twice. All right, the 12's not going to hit, and the 7's not going to hit. And I don't have any more gargoyles. You guys have run me out of gargoyles almost. That's going to bring us to Nath. What terrible thing do you have in store now?
So as a bonus action, I move the hand to here, and it attempts to grapple this one.
Okay, go ahead and
This
roll
is
to
an
hit.
advantage because it's a medium-sized creature.
Yep. Sounds good.
So with a +8, that'll grapple. So that he has to make a on his opposed check. He would have to make a 24.
24, and he does not even come close.
Okay, so he's restrained. Go ahead and move back a little bit.
So he's grappled and restrained?
Yeah, the hand specifically restrains when it
Gotcha.
grapples.
Okay.
Do the other two want to take AOs?
Oh, absolutely. Well, the 8's not going to hit, but I think the 19 will.
Yep.
4 points of slashing damage from one gargoyle claw as you back away from them.
Just put it in the ward.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and frostbite the grappled one.
Very good.
That is my action.
Is this the first time you've used this
Hey.
frostbite?
There we go. I think I've used it like cinematically. I think it's the first time I've used it in real combat. So that's a crit. And this is a spell with... Oh, wait. No, it's not an attack roll. It's a saving throw. Damn it.
Oh,
It gets a 18 save for con.
Which it fails.
All right. I should use Shock Grasp. He takes 13 ice damage, and he has disadvantage on attacks next turn.
Okay, let me apply some damage here.
And that's the end of Nath's turn.
But that's only disadvantage on attack rolls. He's not at disadvantage to escape his grapple, right?
No. But no.
Okay. Now the fun starts.
I love fun.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's not restrained. He is just grappled, so he would get one more swing at me.
Oh, okay. Which he makes a disadvantage. And that's not very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to be a little further back. Kelian. Right, you're underwater, right?
yeah, I'm 10 feet underwater.
You're 10 feet underwater. So Kelian and the captain need to make
Making it happen.
a Constitution saving throw,
No, that's a bad one.
which the captain fails.
I'm helping, he says.
I want to lucky that.
Okay, that's true.
I would do.
I recommend it.
I don't have enough d6s.
Oh,
There you go.
17?
17 is not high enough.
Die!
Dragons, man.
I'm dead.
You're probably not dead.
Do I have good berries? I have good berries, right?
Everyone has 3.
Okay.
53 points of poison damage, which knocks out the captain.
Oh.
Riot, from your position, you kind of just see this cloud of poison rolling over the water. So looking up, instead of seeing the sunlight for a moment, you just see this cloud of just green vapor that seems to coat the rock with this thin layer of slime, and it kind of coats the top of the river with a brief layer of scum before the current tears it apart. And then my man continues to fly. Where's his movement? There it is. Riot, go ahead.
Okay. 1 second here. Alright. Riot says over the telepathic bond. Alright, it's go time. Everyone on the dragon. Nath, come out.
Stop playing with the gargoyles, that's enough.
Yeah.
Ollie, oxen free.
Surfaces to 10 feet.
Okay.
And let's have a Riot's Irresistible Dance on the dragon.
So what kind of save is that?
It's
He can
not.
make
It's
a save
irresistible.
later on. It's irresistible.
Hmm. It's not Riot's dance, it's Otto's dance. You stole that dance. Does that drop
Oh,
your
I stole
Maelstrom?
Yeah, it does. All my spells are named Riot's, whatever.
Oh no, not the Maelstrom. Had so much going for it.
And then Riot submerges 10 or let's say 20 feet this time.
Okay. Give me 1 second. So the question is, how is this going to interact with legendary actions?
It's an excellent question.
That is an excellent question.
And honestly, I'm kind of curious. So I'm going to look up.
That was immediately my first thought, too, when you said it's irresistible. I'm like, he has legendary actions.
It doesn't prevent it from acting.
Right.
It
that's
just says, disadvantage on dex saves and attack rolls.
Okay.
It does, however, describe that it's a specifically comic dance.
Right, and that's part of the reason I cast it, because I want to see what a comic dance for a dragon is in the air.
So what is it then? You tell us. It's your spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figure like all four of its limbs and its wings are getting in on it, and the tail is the kind of the star of the show. Like the wagging and the flapping of the tail is hilarious. It's doing little loops. It's doing back and forth.
Don't worry, guys. Google Images has come through for us.
Thank God. Yeah, that's it.
And Kelian, you're hidden in there, correct?
Oh, yeah, I'm hidden.
All right.
Because that
Would you describe-
sucked.
Would you describe yourself as extremely hidden?
I'm so hidden.
Where did you get this?
I went into Google and I said Dragon Dance GIF. And that is the first result.
That's pretty comic.
Kelian,
Yeah.
watching from your position, 2 arrow shafts pierce the captain before your eyes. He's bleeding out on the stone. You're fairly certain he's dead. Riot,
Jerks.
several arrow shafts pierce the water where your position is.
Okay.
And good old Nath. One of them actually gets to make a roll. And your AC is 15?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as the last few turns. Arrow shafts are piercing all around you, but one of them got very uncomfortably close. Like it hits the ground right where you were about to step as you're backing away from these gargoyles.
Okay.
It's going to bring us to Mr. Dragon. So let's use my action to see if he can... Oh, first I see if he recharges his breath weapon. Which he does not. Now we'll see if
Good to know.
He breaks the dance. And what kind of save is that?
This is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, which he is trained in. 17?
Nope.
No.
No, he is a 19.